Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right. All right. So we're ready for war today. Early war. Here we go. Strategy cooking up. So full drill grounds as you see. Today war against 80. Let's talk about some war strategy getting in as the clock ticks down here. Most people come in and see just the full drill grounds and think, all right, we're ready for war, right? But what they miss out on is the opportunity to fill your hospital and fill your ICU over here, okay? And your barracks. So barracks may be a default too, everybody knows, right? Start your troops, have your troops ready to go. So you got your full drill grounds, which I'm sitting around 52K. Then you got your barracks cooking. So that way if you run down on troops, you need to quickly grab some troops from your barracks and upgrade them or do whatever you need to do. You can do that on the fly, okay? All right. That's probably something you developed anyway. Now, something that you need to make sure you're considering as you're going through this is hospital. You got 2 layers of your hospital. Why have 1 layer that's completely filled up? Which means there's 13,000 troops sitting here in your first layer. So basically, I filled up my hospital and then I immediately started training, which then gets you to the second layer of the hospital, which is empty. Right? So if you're sitting there with 2 layers of your hospital and they're both empty going in the war, you're wasting a layer, right? Because that's going to fill up no matter what. As you go forward and somebody hits me, I can still get hit and have that filled up. But I have the other layer that I started that's filled up. So this gives me about 13,000 extra troops right here. Then the ICU. So here's the thing about the ICU. So the ICU, once you claim your ICU, you have then 2 days that you have to wait, right? But nobody says you have to grab your troops immediately after claiming your ICU. So if your troops are in there ready to be claimed and your drill grounds are full, they have nowhere to go, you can claim your ICU and then have it still be full if you have full drill grounds like this, and then you claim your ICU, they're trapped in there and they have nowhere to go. And since you've claimed them, your clock for ICU has started again, right? So you can essentially then fill in, once you claim your ICU, you can then immediately fill them up and claim them again if you did it 2 days ago. So really, if you think about it, if you manage it properly, you can get 6,000 out of the ICU, and you can get about 13,000 here. So I'm running into the war with 20,000 extra troops within maybe like 24,000 when you think about it, because I get about 4,000, maybe three, a little bit 3 to 4 in the barracks. So you got 26 here plus another 3 here. I'm sorry, 20 here and about probably 3 here. So you got 23,000 plus the 52 in my drill ground. So I'm starting the war ready to go with about 70,000 troops. All right. Now, as we look at the war who we're fighting, I have to have a lot of troops because I have to be ready to get hit and lose troops. I'm not a VIP 18. You're not watching like VIP 18 stream where I can sit and camp out or move around or hit whoever I want, not be worried about losing troops and filling my hospitals, whatever. I'm gonna get wiped out. I'm gonna get destroyed. It's okay. That's what happens. That's war. If you're not ready to be ported, you're not ready to get hit. Then unless you're a VIP 18, you're strong. You can watch. I mean, you see some of the videos, right? Somebody just go around destroy. Anybody, doesn't really matter. But we got to manage our game here. We have to manage our game. We got to manage our hospitals. We have to keep all of that in mind, as you know, right? So granted, I can hit folks that maybe the average player can't hit and help out a little bit more in that regard. True that. But that doesn't mean that I don't have to do things and watch out for folks that are strong. So we're fighting 80 today. We got 81 versus 100 on the other side. 71 versus 80. 80 is a strong opponent. Let's take a look at who we're fighting, right? So we come down and look at our total hero power, because that's what I always say, right? Individual power. The full drill grounds, probably more than likely a good thing to look at. But if this war, I take a snapshot of this. What I should do, just to show you this, is take a snapshot of this. I'll play this right here so you can see it. and then we'll look at it later, right? So I'm going to go down. This is the individual power chart. So this means right before the war, everybody's drill grounds are full. So I did a video on this. So if you're questioning this will actually prove me out on my theory. So here you can see, I'm just going to go down this list so it's live. And when I put this together and kind of snapshot it, I can show you these folks. So that's why I'll kind of do this real quick and show you these. This is their individual power list of what 80 has. Now, again, this is all full drill grounds, right? So these numbers are going to drastically change once everybody's drill grounds get wiped out for anybody fighting. So we'll take a look at the top 100 here. So um, then we'll go back and I'll snapshot it and maybe just have a comparison right next to each other. So we'll look at total hero power because that's typically what I care about. As you can see, 80 has four, basically over 300, right? Just about there. And Luna's at 290. Let's call it in. So as I'm not VAP 18, these folks can hurt me. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I got to look out for some folks here, right? And then you have some stronger folks here as well. You got Cog, who's last cash, so you got to be careful for some folks here that are running around with strong marches, probably between the 70 million to 65 million range, depending on what they're running. So we come down here and look, know your list of folks. So some of these folks that are stronger, before you're going in, know who they are. In all fairness, Charlitos, um, phenomenal person, and it is war, and we do hunt people, but we hunt some less than others. So I won't necessarily be seeking out Charlitos. I'm just gonna put that out there so the stream sees it and knows it, and call me out if you see like the base or whatever. I do have a sweet spot for Carlitos. So yeah, so that's looking at the total hero power. We clearly have a lot of enemies to worry about here going in. It's going to be a tough war, right? So let's take a look at 71 just so you know the other players involved, who's coming up for us. So we could take a look at where we're at here, right? All right, let's go. Let's roll. Here is us, total hero power. So we match up quite well. Crazy Deerfly, 400, 381, and 326. So Hulk, who just gets stronger by the day. The man is remarkable. I see him sometimes in verses and things that he does. And I'm just happy. Like, this is my first time in 71, so I'm able to pick Hulk's brain sometimes and pick King's brain sometimes on things like getting stronger, because being in this game for as long as I haven't had a server where I had a whale in it, right? Like, I've always been near the top of the standings of any server that I've been in, which isn't fun. Usually, because I always tell them, like, I'm a dolphin, I'm not a whale. So when I'm in a server and you're the strongest and you're not really, listen, there's never been an ego on my part. I know I'm not strongest, and somebody's going to come in like Crazy Deerfly or Hulk and wipe me out and everybody in my server out, because I can't protect the server. But at the same time, it's important to know where you are in this game and where play your role. So finally, after all this time, 600 days playing this game, we are in a server with a ton of power, strategic, elite, with a lot of guys, and the server is just amazing. To be honest with you, like, people are just so nice. It's been phenomenal getting to know people. So it's great. This would be the first time fighting a real war against, but we do match up well along lineup wise for um, against this. Last war, if you watched, I had to summarize. I had to fast forward through a lot of it because, just to be honest with you, there wasn't much fighting. Like, 70 didn't really show up. Um, so here we are. We are ready to dive in. We got a few minutes. We got probably about half hour, ready for war, to dip in to our land, to get people out. Um, and see if we can get some fighting going on. So, um, yeah, I'm going to. What we got? We got about 26 minutes. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if we can start some fighting. Um, so give me 1 minute and see if I can get what we want to do here. Okay, let me set some stuff up and make sure conversations here. Bum 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 bum. All right, let's see what we got here. See if this. Okay, I'm here with you. Give me 1 minute. I'm just playing around with some live controls, getting ready to roll in. Check. All right, we're back. We're back. All right, so make sure we got everything set up here. Sorry, just need to have some side conversations here. Um, so, all right, here we go. Let's jump in. Water's fine. Let's see if anybody wants to play. Anybody. So, make sure you have, for myself and anybody else who wants to move around, make sure you have plenty of teleports are ready to go, in case you have to move. So have them stocked, ready to go, right? So you want to play games, um, and try to get fighting, then somebody shows up and want to lose your drill grounds, then be prepared to do a couple things, right? Um, so we got action right here. Here we go. Expose that person over there. They want to unshield. So cool. All right, so we're right here. Zone out a little bit. See a little bit better. Be able to see both. Bit of a delay. What's going on? There we are. There's our handsome green man. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh, who else popped in? I'm Porta. All right. Good man, Porta. Go, let's go. So, a lot of times good, like you saw last time. I talked about this, the Capitol defense, last time with 70, right? So 70, who really was, I guess, looking at it from a perspective of, we can't win, so we're just going to get points in that fight. Okay, that's their strategy or whatever. It wasn't their strategy. They just looked at it and thought, okay, I don't want to fight today because what's the point, right? For me, I can tell you right now, if I looked at it and we were going to get absolutely wiped out and destroyed, and that's my life for the most part in this game, by the way. I've been in server 72. I've been in server 87, and server 88. 88 was strong. I mean, just like not the strongest server by any means. If you rank up all the servers and you look at stronger servers, they are not it. But the strategy, like in the and just the fighting spirit, is a perfect example of what I'm talking about right now. So 70 looked at it and was like, "Hey, no point in me fighting, right? Okay, cool. There's no point in me owning the game then either, or having this app, right? Because what? So if I'm going to lose, then that means I'm never going to fight. That makes no sense. There's strategy. There were people on that battlefield that any single person could have beaten. And yeah, you're going to lose troops, but let's say you didn't fight. Let's say you're going to lose. So what? Like, what are your troops and your drill grounds going to do anyway? They're just going to sit there, right? Do you have them doing a job Monday through Thursday and come like you? Oh, I can't lose troops. I won't be staffed to be able to clean my base. No, like kill your troops. What's the difference? So to me, I don't understand. Even if you're going to get destroyed, your server's going to get wiped out, whatever the strategy, whatever you look at it and you think is going to happen, then you just say, okay, then that's what's going to happen. And you dive in and you die and then you go about your day. Um, but I didn't understand is just basically not showing up. Like everybody just, that's it. Like, hey, you can at least go in, early on, right? And just, kamikaze style, just kill your base and kill as many as you can, and then go, okay, now I'm going to go about my style. And by the way, people think sometimes this strategy of people coming in like this, like, whatever, you're going to waste my stamina. Just to give you an idea of my stamina and where I stand. So if anybody 80 thinks that part of the plan is to exhaust stamina. Yeah, I got 10s, I got 1,318 of them, and 50s, I got 1,336 of them. So, and I'm sitting on 1,858 stocked. So if you're coming in and and your game plan is to do that, then by all means, uh, you're doing a great job just killing stamina. Okay, so and I can tell you that you're looking at mine. It probably looks similar to Hulk's. So Hulk's got, believe me, Hulk, as strong as this man is, the last thing you're going to do is exhaust his stamina. Your resources are more valuable that you lose when you get pillaged if you don't than his stamina. Like all you're doing is just keeping me busy. So this is activity. Maybe you're looking like so you have no troops. This strategy you have no troops, which is fine. I don't even know how strong they're. They're not very strong, so they probably don't care, which is cool. Um, but I mean, it's they're seeking attention. All good. Um, let's scatter you around a little bit. Let's go over here. Let's play this game. Actually, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna waste 1,500? Right? Watch this. We're gonna go. We're gonna disappear. We'll disappear here. We'll disappear here for now to versus, and then we'll come back home for a free teleport. Because why waste the teleport now, right? So here you go. I'll come in over here. And now they wasted their teleport. So here we go. So we got team setting up. And so yeah, I was saying before, like the servers that I was in before, right? So 72 was a weaker server. We never had anybody that was stronger. Th- and we had 87. There wasn't anybody that was really stronger. And then you looked at it, and 88 we had one person that was kind of a whale in that server. Nobody as big as CDF, Hulk or King, but still stronger for us for the season. So that was great to have. And 88's fighting spirit was absolutely unbelievable. Like, what a great server to be part of. Great experience in my game to move around. And that's one thing. Like, if you've only been in the same server for a long time, I've learned so much migrating around to different servers. So that's part of my 600-day experience, is just learning and sucking in knowledge from different servers and different people and different experiences, whether it be, like I talk about, right? When I tell you things as far as knowledge, it's not just my knowledge that I'm giving to you. It's all conversations that I've had and I've learned from teammates in servers, from mid spenders and low spenders and high spenders and whales across the board. It's stuff that I people that I've helped along the way, and this has just been a great avenue to give feedback to folks, and people like it, and they ask for more of it. So this isn't something that morphed in like, hey, you see a lot of the folks that are starting in this game that are popping on YouTube giving advice, and it's kind of funny because they're from server 1,100, right? They're so they just started this game and they have all this advice, but really, do they? Like, they've read a lot of advice maybe, or they've seen it, but we're in server 71. Like, we played this game 600 days. Got all this value, and the only reason we're doing this is not to put our name out to see how many subscribers we can necessarily get. We're out here just because people said it was helpful. So this snowballed into it naturally, and that's why we're doing this, and that's why we're doing the live, and That's why we're popping in for knowledge for the base. So I love it, and the community that's growing on Discord like naturally is just fun. Like you're not necessarily just advertising on YouTube, right? Like all these people that are coming together, asking questions. Love it. Love helping people. I do it. I do it for a living, and it just kind of naturally happened in this game when I downloaded. And I'll kind of go into that history at some point. Um, but for servers, let's go back to the actual last war. So servers, like you don't have like strong servers. So last time 70 was strong, they just didn't want to. They just didn't want to fight. They looked at it and said, "Hey, I don't want to play." I don't understand that strategy. Even the servers that I've been in previously that were weaker, 7287. If a war popped off, nobody that I was like part of with a team wasn't going to fight in that. Like our team fights. That's what we do. So that means that even if you're going to get beaten, then okay, then let's get beat. But I'm not going to not fight, right? Like I mean that's why a lot of us installed this game. Like we're just not gonna fight. Thanks to these people. So I'm just gonna go think. Uh, I did have people give me this here, medical aid. So yeah, like people got to fight. Like when I downloaded this game, it wasn't Farmville, and I know early on there was a lot of people that didn't necessarily like to fight, and so it's interesting, right, with this game, which we will visit and talk about many times. Um, the strategies in this game of why you downloaded it and what you're doing. Like some people who downloaded this game and thought like, hey, it's Farmville, or you got sucked in. And most people got sucked in that this wasn't really the game. The advertisements for it were just the frontline breakthrough, right? It wasn't the actual war. So I think some people got into it. In all fairness to them, they weren't expecting what they were expecting, and a lot of us weren't. And some embraced it, some didn't. So early on, when you get your bases clean and you're doing all this stuff and you're fighting, you're like, hey man, I took how long to build all these troops in my drill grounds and you cleaned me out. This isn't, now I got to do this again. And they took it personal. Um, One thing I can tell you in this game, they put these emojis out here, right? So when you fight, I do this all the time. I use this all the time. As a heads up, it works too. So quick strategy. I'll probably break this off in the video actually, so it's worthwhile. When you get into Desert Storm or anywhere else, a lot of times, even in this war, capital, whatever, people fight with their ego, right? And when they shouldn't be, or they fight out of anger. This game is a strategy based game to a degree. I don't care if you're saying that it's pay to play or it's free to play. When you whatever style you want to play this game, there is strategy involved in it. So I will tell you one strategy is when you're fighting somebody, if you want them to hit you more, to burn troops, which happens a lot in Desert Storm. So if you're fighting, let's say, and I'll do a whole video on like Desert Storm or Winter Storm and some of these other things, but Winter Storm is a great one to take into consideration. So let's say I'm playing Winter Storm and I have actual uh six actual fighters in there. Okay, so or I'm sorry, what do we got? Five? Is it five? Five, I think. I think five aside, right? So you get five there. You look at their power on the lineup for Winter Storm, and you think like, okay, these guys have VIP. There's a VIP 18 here. I'm not even going to bother playing. Okay, cool. You know what you do with that VIP 18 if you want a chance to survive? Go attack them. I know, strange, right? But you don't lose any troops. You don't lose any drill grounds. Who cares? It's just a strategy. Try it. If you can piss off that VIP 18, what you actually do as a weaker player is you tie them up fighting you. You tie them up worried about you. So keep porting in and like hitting them and watch your drill grounds. Like don't drain it. Like keep your drill grounds like empty so it takes longer to survive. But space it out and yeah, like hit them. Put nobody on your wall and just hit them. And the other thing you could do is if you notice like they stop hitting you, you can always use these emojis, right? Because it seems to annoy people's ego and um and annoys them and gets them angry when you put up things like these little things like laugh at them and whatever. It's funny to me that that people are that fragile that they're actually driven by a little emoji, but it works. Like I've had it where I will laugh at somebody who's hitting me and they keep doing it. And you're like, you're losing 3,000 troops. Why would you hit me? But because I'm doing that, they continue to lose 3,000 and then their drill ground's empty. So just something to think about. Um, not today. Not today, 80. I cannot get in talks with you. Um, so yeah, I would say like just a strategy. The game gave you these emojis to use on the battlefield. Use them strategically. Like sometimes you can actually annoy people to hit you to lose troops. So you could be a troll and use them and actually get them to drain their drill grounds by being annoyed by you. So it works. That's all I can tell you is it actually works. Um, anyway, so we are now only 5 minutes away. So 80 has not, um, 80 has not come in. They've been waiting. So uh, we're almost at time though, so they should be coming in shortly. All right. You could see now filling up. All right, here we go. All right, we already got somebody popping in here, whoever this is. Yep. So nope, not gonna happen already. I can tell you. We're gonna start fighting. This, by the way, sometimes when I battle, I'll admit it's a little frustrating. On the phone, I'm so much quicker. I'm not used to, um, I'm not used to fighting on a computer. So this is new. But in all fairness, when I was on the phone, it's just not like, it's not full screen. And it's bad from a viewer perspective. So I am learning after 600 days to play this game differently. So clean it up, clean it up. We got here. Yeah, I'll be over. I'll be over. What do you got? What do we got? We're 3 minutes away. Right here, 242. 242. So nobody here. Let's jump in and quickly grab a few more and then come back out. Just just in case. Can never have too many for me. I hop around a lot, so you'll see me um, on this stream. Sometimes it'll like make you shake. You'll see me move so much, but I have to pop around a lot. So for different reasons why I'm moving. So I'll try to tell you and strategize a little bit to start give you a scary look inside my mind on why I actually am moving for specific reasons. Sometimes it's because I see somebody coming and I don't want to get hit. Sometimes it's just because sometimes it's just because, yes, sir, there is king. Sometimes I move, just because I'm looking for a new location, like that area is cleaned out, or maybe they're just free to play empty bases that have already been hit and they're looking to take up space. So I might not hit them. They're just there looking to zero people. So it could be for value hits that I'm moving around. And it could be because I don't know, I'm in a target zone and I'm losing too many troops, right? So one thing you will see me, I've played this game for a long time, you won't see me do is play with ego. So if somebody's stronger and I'm losing troops or whatever it is, I move. I move. That's a smart place to play. I don't just sit there and go, oh, that person's not stronger than me, so I'm just going to lose troops. No, that just hurts. That just hurts your server and your team. Don't play with ego. Play smart. you're trying to last. So um, we look out on the battlefield now. Let's take a look, and you can see that we filled up. Quite different from when I streamed last week and I showed you the strategy, right? Of 70 when we looked at this and how 70 we are defending. This is 71, and you can already see that we have filled up um, the left side of the map. These are folks that want to fight. Here we go. Now we're in. Let's roll. Let's roll. See who's popping in. It's a good cannon spot. So I don't. Hulk's got this covered. So for me, you ask like, oh, jump into the action. I don't necessarily need to. Like these people that are popping around Hulk are just gonna get wiped out from Hulk. I don't need to be part of this. Um, King has this kind of covered. So they're uh, 70s waiting. We are started, by the way. I know it doesn't look like it with 89 here, but we have begun the war. There we are. Okay, so we're down here, and no problem. No problem. So let's come in here and see who this is. Here, let's see who we got coming in. Just got to be careful. Yep, we're okay right now. See who's coming in. Yeah, yeah, we're good. Okay, so now we just start taking folks out. So I am, as you can see, I will just use this squad here, and we're going to leave squad home and start doing my job. People out. There we go. We're going to come over here and hit. We're going to take this one here. Oops. Getting too far away. Getting too far away. Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's going to take some getting used to fighting with on a computer. It is crazy trying to learn these clicks. I will get better at it. 600 days on a phone and trying to learn this is not easy, but we will get better at it. And those who play on a computer, by all means, if you are listening to this and you have tips for me, while I've given tips for Last War, if you have tips on playing on a computer, then by all means, uh, QB is all open to tips from you as well. Um, so, so as you can see, we got a huge. I am dropped right in the middle of a lot of red bases. So let's get the second one out here. I only got two going. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. There we go. Let's get you a hit again. And it is like clear you out. And by the way, so the other thing is you may see me hit people a lot, and so walls are down. You're still getting to people. Like you still lose troops on your drill grounds. Um, when you're hitting people and clearing their bases. So you'll see me. I don't care. And this is the another thing that's important is don't not to pay attention to the standings, the point standings. I talked about this last time. I don't care about the point standings. I'm not getting any points for this, and I don't really care if I don't show up on the point standings at the end. Does not matter. As long as I'm doing my job and helping my server uh, by clearing bases, and I'm taking whether it shows or not, I'm taking troops out of drill grounds. So you may see it, and that's really the point. The point is, um, that just because people put their wall down, the flip side of this is always participate in war, but the other side is I'm going to drain drill grounds. So whether you see me um, or not, like um, whether you see me take troops or not, I'm just going to continue to hit around me and take them. So as you can see before the look of all the red, I'm starting to get cleaned out around me here. Um, I'm gonna have to move. I'm waiting for, like, if this clears here, I'll move unless somebody comes in and wants to fight. Okay, cool. By all means. CRSO leaking over here. That's cool. And the other thing is, like I told you, there's no point in looking at the list if you don't know who some people are, and tracking these things. So track some of this stuff. Um, okay, took off. Cool. I got tired of losing troops, I guess. Okay, let's see who's coming in here. Coming in hot. What we got? Can't see. Yeah, we're good. All right. Yep, spy playing me. And do I have anybody there? I do. I do. I can't. I don't know what your name is. Lil, I guess. Um, but yes, I have troops in there. So now he has popped in. So he either wasted 1,500 diamonds on a teleport, um, or he just went back to his server, and now he's gonna have a 5-minute penalty, one or the other. I don't know which. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Or did he just? Oh, he just moved over on the right, I think. So he wasted 1,500 diamonds using an event. I don't know. I don't know what people are up to. I don't try to figure this out. I don't try to get in people's brains. Do what you want. I'm just clearing people out. All right, let's see if we got. Oh, we got a good spot. We got a good spot right here. Let's jump in. Um, so I see now, like, what a bunch of people have done here. It looks like, yeah, it looks like this team just all has the same names, and we're just gonna start going all out and doing this. Let's just roll. Just take this person out quick. What are we doing with this computer nonsense, guys? QB's gonna figure it out. All right, some of this stuff is just kind of a waste here. What I'm seeing. So, like, one of the things I'm seeing right now is, right, so I'm gonna look to move eventually, and it looks like, I mean, this is, all right, so there's a lot of red bases, but I'm not sure there's gonna be a whole lot of damage going on, so I'm gonna move to a place like Cog over here, I think. Let's get into this. Let's get a little bit deeper here into their strategy and see what we can do. So sometimes for me, it's strategic placement more than um, can I fit? I can't fit there. I can fit here, but I don't want to be there. I want to be over here. So I can see somebody move or clear somebody out. So I'm seeing a lot of bases over here that are not getting cleared out. Deer fly. Um, so move about the cabin. It's not looking good right now anyplace, so because you just can't fit in anywhere right now, which is cool. Okay. All right, so we're here. We're looking to get near. Oh, can I fit in here? No, this base is just stopping me from going there. Okay. All right, well, oh, well, I was going to say this would be good for a cannon hit, but King just cleared that out, so that's all. No need for me to go over there. So it looks like CRS1 moved over to here. CRSO. Can't really, there's not enough bases that are fit in. So I can't believe I can't fit in here. This is crazy because from the aerial view it looks like I can. Okay, I'm gonna drop in and someplace I could clear out some bases. Oh damn, that was a good spot. Okay, all right. I don't want to do that. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna take these folks out here. No wall. Time to just put in some work. These wars are going to be long, so I have to scope out what I'm going to do for the next, 5 or so minutes, right? And am I going to move? Can I move? Look at the landscape, see what happens. Nothing opens up, then like where I am is okay. It's not like the end of the world. I can still clear out bases if I need to. Uh, so what we're going to do is we're going to go around, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll clear out some bases. So there, which is cool. Good, 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 good. And you could see, like, at the same time I'm watching my base So here, get collect troops. Um, and from strategy perspective, if I wanted to go, there's a cannon over here, but I'm not attacking the cannon because you see King is right next to the cannon in my top left purview. So I see him. So he's got the cannon covered. So there's nothing for me to really do there. Um, so actually, you can actually hit me on that one. I brought up my main. So I did that on purpose. So what happens is if you can get sometimes like me, like if I can get on fire or smoke my base, people will think that they can hit me because my base is on fire. So if my strategy is to get hit, like myself, like I want people to attack me, like farmers and stuff who don't want to waste time spy planing me, which is the important part, right? You should always just, oh no no no, that time I messed up. That was my bad. I want to be hit, but I don't want to be hit multiple times. So you want to take it down and be hit, and leave your base smoking, um, so that when people come and they see you down, they're like, oh, without spy planing, I'm going to send my troops in. I bet you I can hit him. And then you leave your wall up, and then they come. So this is a good example of that. There we go. Let's move on to this person. I'm not going to bother attacking this person here or here. So these two are attacking me, which is working quite nicely for me. So I'm not going to bother cleaning them out. I'll leave them. Oh, that person's done. Okay. Oh, which means now come over here. Oh, Crowblanc is here. So let's go over here. Let's go over here. Go over here. Go over here. All right, so we got a wall up, um, which is cool, semi-strong. So we're taking decent troops here. Looks like trying to wall manage, but got caught a little bit. So no problem. This here, and gone. All right, there's another one. Get rid of some of these people here. All right, this person stopped attacking, so let's attack them. Yeah, this is awesome. This is great. A lot of red bases, so it's great to see the participation. They took off. He didn't want to get hit anymore. Well, come on, gotta play, gotta play. So people around me are no longer. You can see people infiltrating some of these areas. So this is a good spot to be able to pop in if I can near this cannon. So like they changed their name so you don't know their power, but here's a tip. Like nobody else has this base effect except for like VIP 17 people. So like so if you're trying to hide your identity, don't leave your crazy base effect up, right? Like cuz I know we know who you are. Um okay. That's so funny. It's funny to me. Funny to me. You go through like your game plan of trying to mask who you are um by changing your name, but then you then you leave your base effect. Oh, okay. Last war humor, I guess, for you. Um, I mean, what's funny is they changed all their names. What would be funny if somebody went in and stole their name, stole their name, so they can't get it back. Somebody want to be Legend or Wizard or Luna? Um, go go take that name because it looks like they changed it, so it's available. All right, we're gonna go clean some bases out over here because they've been sitting here for a little bit. I guess would be they have some drill grounds to shop for in here. There you go. Let's move on to you. Okay. Again, people may look and see like, hey, why are you wasting your time with some of these bases? But um, like again, there's still drill grounds to be taken in these spots. So we are early in this war. It's a long war, and you can see people porting away, which is good because I like to get deeper. So cool. Um, so it's a good thing to hit these things early and often, any base that you see, because although they're like we say, like don't not participate in the war, there are being that it's a long war. I want to make sure that drill grounds are empty by the time we get to the second half of this war. So you may show up later and be like, yeah, go ahead, like, hit me. I got no troops. I know that right now you have troops. Um, it's still too early. And with the wall, it does take a while to drain somebody's drill grounds. But your drill grounds does get hit. So you're not scoring points, but you're doing damage. So make sure when you're fighting, you I say this over and over, but make sure when you're fighting you're not worried about points. Um, it's not an ego thing. Who cares about that the standings? The point is, does your server win or not? That's all you care about. I've been on too many servers at this point with selfish play that worry about standings and um, being there to be recognized. Just win. Does your server win? Because if you don't get 1,000 people on a server to buy in that it's a team and a server game, then you need to find a new server because that's what it's about. It's about your server. It's about helping folks and winning as a team, not worrying about, hey, look, yeah, I lost the war, but I'm number whatever in the standings. Don't care. So all of it is worthwhile, regardless of stuff. So if somebody shows you how good they did, how good they did in the standings, typically what it means is, to be honest with you, um, Yeah, I mean, you could see people like, so you collect a lot of points. If I just hung out at a cannon and just hit a cannon all day, so you could see, like for example, we have VIP almost 18 King over on that one. You have Crazy Deer flying another one. Hulk could be near another one. I didn't see where Hulk was. He could be hitting cannons. He's going to be near the top of the leaderboard, which rightfully so he should be because the amount of people they're going to kill at the Capitol, they're not. I don't, they don't necessarily need to do this type of grunt work here that I'm doing, because they can hit that capital and clean it out, which later on I will do as well. Like if they want to go into the capital, then I'll use my power to help clean out a capital. But for right now, like let's be honest, like this is the best thing you could do for from a standings perspective, though. For a lot of the people that end up there, it's because they probably you know are they're probably not as strong either, and people are whacking their base. So if you're mid spender or high spender, you can do a lot of damage by just being around people and let them hit you. They'll look at your power and think, oh, you're not that strong, but actually you are. Um, like there's plenty of listen. I got people mid spenders and that are over 50 million now marches. And that's low spenders that are I have low spenders that are 50 million. I don't know what I'm talking about. Mid spenders, we have low spenders that are 50 million now. It's all about wisely. Like there's game plans. People ask questions around our teams, like how do I build my team? What's the best thing I can do to build it? If you ask me, you're going to get a long-term strategy on how to be bigger and how to get stronger. And if you play it out over time, well, we're going to play this game for years. If you play it out over time, it just works. It's just a proven game plan of mid spenders getting bigger faster, low spenders getting bigger faster. That's what's fun to watch now. Okay, so this is all cleared out around me over here now, as you can see. Got them all. Everybody's done here. We got a couple right here on the south. So let's go take care of them, clean them out. Get you going here. You got nobody in. And took off. Okay, no problem. And again, this is all important grunt work to take your time strategically to win a war. So when your wives or your girlfriends or your family asks you what you're what you're doing when you're just sitting heads down playing the game, this is what you're doing. You're cleaning bases, right? Um, good. This is a perfect example of somebody just chilling with a wall. It's good. So finally, that hospital that I talked about earlier, if you tuned in when we first started and I filled up that hospital and I finally went through that initial hospital. And now I'm on my second layer. So I've been fighting for 28 minutes and I'm just on that first layer of hospital that I cleaned. And now I just started another layer of hospital. So that is why you do the strategy. That is why you do it and why I preach it. Um, so here we go again. Let's see what we got going. Is this a spot? No. Always faking me out. All right. So as you can see here around our area over here, nothing going on. Like already, these bases are dead, done. I need to sneak into a new place and start cleaning. So I can do that from afar if I need to. So you can see right now. So let's look. Let's show you. Like here's this clump, right? Clump of people in here. This is where I want to start cleaning. So how do I do this in perfect? And I'll show you in another 15, 20 minutes what this looks like. So I want to stop the gathering of all these people right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna pop. I would like to pop in here, but it's not enough room. I'd like to get in. In here would be faster for me to go, but it doesn't look. So I'm gonna have to start from back here, and then probably use a teleport in. If I get lucky, I'm up. Got lucky. Oh no, this computer clicking. Okay, so now I'm in here. So we saw what this looked like, right? Span out. So now the gameplay to try to impact this over here. All right. Yeah, buddy. All right, we got somebody good here. Oh, they are, but this is good. So this person will move. See what I tell you? I told you that was gonna happen. Who's coming in here? 350. That's pretty strong. Somebody coming in. Coming in hot. Let's see what kind of damage they're gonna do. Nope, not enough to hit me. So so for me, icy damage like that, I probably now will pay a little bit more attention to my hospital as we get in. By the way, I'm um, being a bad example for you right now because you should be at your level, low spender, mid. If you're managing who's hitting you and you're watching closely, manage that hospital. I kind of in my brain know where that person probably hit me. And I have troops building a little bit in there. I do want to let my team, I did hit the help button, so I do want to let my team kind of chip away a little bit at that hospital um, while I keep cleaning some of these bases. I mean, come on, folks. So, so there you go. There's another person. Yep, you got it. So there I am, 32. I'm still in good shape. Checking the hospital. Um, coming in here. Why is it going there? We had a little bit of a glitch. All good, all good. So you saw earlier, remember just what my strategy was and my goal was, right? I found a populated place, and my goal is to kind of disperse it and make it so we're on just waiting for me to do a little bit of work here. Give me a little bit of time and disperse some stuff. We'll see if we can change the map. And what's important about like war here too in the game is not to let your opponent dictate where they want to be. So you can tell some of their strategies like where they want to be, and what you want to do is kind of move about and put them where you want them to be. And you do that as a server. You don't do that as like one person. So you do that as a server, but you do that by attacking them. Um, let's see, what's my hospital looking like? We're still good. Still good. And that's the other thing for folks too, managing your hospital. So I am a different level of what I can do when I go to war. So understand that. It will not let me click this base here. So I don't know why, if that's a glitch or what's going on there, but what do we got here? Okay, yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I know Thor. I know Thor's pretty strong, so let's clean out Thor. And so part of the strategy that I'm showing you here too is if you hang around enough, you become part of the landscape. So people will forget that you're here sometimes. And oh, they're coming after me. They're going to hit me and probably win. Let me put my wall up. Let me do this. Let me put another one up here to see if I can survive their hit. I doubt it. But what it'll do is, even if I don't survive it, I'll get back to the hospital if I see it's filling up. For me, I'm not as concerned because I'm going to use speed up. So that was my point that I was making before to you. My strategy is a little bit different managing hospital than yours. I have a lot of speed ups, so I can afford this strategy um, of doing this, whereas may not you may not be able to. So yes, sir, that's what I want. Okay, so I got Thor down there. Got a new person in around me, so I'm starting to fill people in a little bit. So anyway, let me finish the hospital. I'm getting distracted because of the war, trying to talk to you and strategize at the same time. So I have a million things going on in my head of how I'm playing these folks that are a little bit stronger. Um, Hospital-wise managing, right? So while we talk about this from a managing perspective, I'm watching my hospital all the time, constantly managing that hospital. But for me, I have speed ups. If you are low free to play people, you should be managing your hospital at around, I don't know, 800, 500 people. You have an active alliance, which is incredibly important because hitting this help button is going to be what you need people to do. If you are hitting that help button and people are going in that route for you to uh, then you have to manage your hospital a little bit tighter than me to save on speed ups. So I'm just going to tell you straight out, like I have a lot of speed ups, so I can allow my hospital to build and then not worry about it and take it out in you know like a period of time. But for you, you may not have that same luxury. So manage it around 800 to 1,000 when you see in there. Like if somebody hits you and it fills and you get like 3,000, manage it immediately. Don't wait. Don't wait. Just hit it. That's what I would. That would be my my strategy to you. Um, so I say. So what I'm going to do now is back to my original strategy. People not around me here. So I'm going to take out Thor. So he's doing damage. So my job here right now is to take him out. In order to take him out, I need to sacrifice some of my hits of my base, which again told you before today started. I will be ported, and I'm okay with it strategically. So what I need to do is be able to take him out, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I got him down to 2,300, and his team is not necessarily protecting him. So now he's coming out. Okay, so now what this allows me to do is I'm going to be able to hit him before he hits me. There you go. So he's gone. He left. I was going to port him. And that's kind of the game that we play of trying to port. So we look at this area here, and as you can see, a little bit more clear out. Still a lot of population. So we are going to move over here to where Thor was to get some new action. Hospital check. 45, we are good. We are good. I got my lovely people who helped me with the hospital buff, so I'm up to 17K, which is awesome for me and my strategy of how I play. So low spender though, high spender, you are again 800 to 1,000. You want to do at a clip, and the reason why I say that is because if you do that and you have an active alliance, you will be able to clear your hospital for free. You will not need to use a single speed up during the war if you're able to manage it. If it gets close, have speed ups ready, because if it gets close and you get close to full, you are better off using it to save your troops in like 2-3 days of speed ups to clear that hospital out. Then you figure the resources and amount of money it takes to do the war. So here we are. What did I tell you that area? Remember that area we just looked at not that long ago? Look at it now. We're already starting to take it over. So that's really my point of is jumping in here, trying to take over spots and change how the war dynamic even works. I love it. So I'm seeing FS4 up here, trying to get them back to where they're supposed to be. So that's how I'm helping here. All right, this person's going to leave their wall up. They are going to lose their positioning. So they are semi-strong. Going to come back and refresh. Now I'm not leaving myself vulnerable. There's no need to leave myself vulnerable at this point. Long war. The point is to get this person out of this spot, and then it's up to whoever wants support in here to take it. Again, name change, but base effect is on. I wonder who that is. That's so funny. All right, there you go. Come down here. You're safe. All right. So let's get gambly. Let's come in here. There's gonna be some big boys in here. I know that. And this one's not, but others are. Like, see this base effect right here? This base effect tells me this is one of their elites right here. No doubt. Look at the base effects. Look at the base effects. It gives it away. So you can change your name all you want. Know who you are. There's only 4 of them that are going to have that shock base effect. So it's not hard to figure out where they are. So name change is interesting. I mean, good strategy. You have to do a little bit of research typically to tell who you are. But if your base effect's on, yeah, not hard to tell who you are. So let's get this person out of here, out of this spot. They're in a prime A location. So we'll remove them from good location around here. This person over here is a good person. They're camped out on this cannon. They've been here for a while, so I'm going to leave and try to get them to move. They had a couple people outside. I don't know. Let's see. Yep, they got their wall up, but okay. I'm on fire. Got to go back. It'll take some time. All good. Let's see. 278. All right, so these people are got some strength hanging around the cannon. Goal is though. See, now that I'm attacking him, what I just did was if you saw, I had 2 people that were helping with this cannon. But because now I'm attacking him, although with his wall up, I can only do so much damage. I'm preventing him from hitting the cannon as well. He's leaving his base at home, so that's fine. If I'm doing that, that's good work too, right? So I'm getting a couple hits in, and then I'm gonna have to refresh, which is fine. I'm winning that. Plenty of troops here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this original one now because it's getting higher, and I know where you are. So I'm in riskier ground. I'm near the elites. who can hit me, and I'm leaving, some at home, but they can hit me and take my one out, fill my hospital faster than typical when I'm in more of a safe area. So you have to know where you are. Um, kind of in real life, know where you are, where your neighborhood, where are you at? You need to be more cautious. Be cautious, right? Like, so you're in a safe neighborhood, you know where you are. Um, so this person though, I'm completely like depleting of what they're capable of doing. Like even I see that they might be sending somebody in here. If they are, before they were sending kind of stronger teams. Um, and it's really just patience here. I'm taking their troops. Take a little while. I'm actually gonna change strategy a little bit. I'm gonna clear more here that near this cannon. And I can do that better right here. So, oh, there's an S4 there. Yeah, I'm going to keep going where I'm doing. So, oh, this person's 310. This one's 247. Oh, there we go. This is where I was thinking about going, but I couldn't get right to this spot. Now we're in good shape. Because now I don't have to travel as far to clean him out. He'll probably actually get irritated because I did this. Oh, he just moved. All right, even better. So now there's a spot right here. I'd rather have somebody move in there if they could. Oh, good. Is that FS4? Looks like a friendly. That's what my goal was. Yes, sir. That's my goal. All right. So my goal is accomplished over here. I took over this spot here, and FS4 can kind of infiltrate a little bit more here. This spot is still filling up. Looks like a bunch of people. So instead of near the cannon, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna come over here. We're getting down to 61% for 80 and 21% for 71. Don't worry, that's okay. Again, this is going to be a longer war. We know that. This is heavily populated over here, and we got over here. So let's see where the cannons are now and start being strategic. What cannons do we want to take over? We got that cannon. We have that cannon. We don't have this cannon. Okay, so let me pop in and see if I can clear out some folks over here and take over this cannon. It's taken off. Okay, cool. Oh, 450. Look who it is. It's an elite. It's an elite. Could not get me though. Could not. The elite. Oh, you know what? I think I have a wall up too. I have a second wall up. Let me get rid of this one. Let's see who that is and the damage that they're causing. Let's see the battle report. Who it is. I don't know who it is. 3175, but they're not doing enormous damage to me. They cannot take out my one, and I'll sit here and take them all day. Go ahead. Am I gonna watch the hospital though? Go. Manage. I got plenty of troops. Plenty of troops and plenty of things. Here we go. All right. So what do we got going on here? We got this 453. They're gonna wait for my number one to come out. I'm actually going to leave my because they weren't even able to infiltrate my 1 and 3 together. I'm gonna still be able to attack, and they didn't take that many troops that I'm not worried about it. You got two of them, it looks like. Oh, look at this. You got 419 and 4. So I got two elites right here. Cool. By all means, let's let's get going here. This should irritate them plenty that I'm going to take over here. Here they go. They're both going to attack me at the same time. And they are stronger. So this will not last long for me. But you could see right in front of you, my house will fill up. But that's okay. Right now, that's okay. neither one of them could clear me though. So let's see what do we got. Oh, this one's a little. Yeah, that's a lot of damage doing here. We won the 31, but I'm only giving 1,000 away. That's okay. I can do that. I have enough troops to give that war. I mean that's their strongest people on this server right now that are able to hit me and and take like 1,000 extra troops. I mean, I could tell you if King hit me or Hulk hit me, I think they'd probably like take out they go through my wall. They would take out like 6,000 troops. And that I can't mess around with. 1,000. I mean, early on, what am I going to do with these troops after the war? I can, it's more important that we're able to take over this cannon that they're camped out at here and cause chaos. And plus, if they're worried about me, if you have two of them worried about me, listen, no ego. I'm just telling you, if you're an elite and you're at the top of your server, and I'm here as the fourth in the server, and you're spending time worrying about me at this level of the game of like trying to keep a cannon, then I'm doing my job just by doing that. I'm sure Hulk and King and CDF will be happy that I'm distracting them enough to pay attention to me for a while and throw their attacks, then put their firsts um, in a cannon or wall or in the capital. So who's this? Who's over here? Why can I not? 233. Oh, they must be down on drill grounds. I'm gonna take a shot at one of these folks because I don't know what kind of damage. They're not out yet, but I'm waiting for them to attack. I see one of these folks attack. I'm going. Oh yeah, right in front of. Look at this prime A spot right here for this person. This is what I want right here. We can get somebody in here to take over this cannon. Just got to clean out some spots. There we go. Clean out some spots right near this cannon. Weaken their stronghold on this cannon. Who this person is, they're pretty strong. They're gone, so somebody can port in here if they want. You got a stronghold on this cannon here. So let's take this person. They're trying to take my person out. I'm just holding these two at bay as well, by the way, so they can't send out their second and thirds. Um, if they do, I'm gonna come after them. I don't care they're elites or not. If they want to attack and get to their second and thirds, then we're going. So just hold them at bay and allow the rest of my strength of the server, who is Hulk, CDF, King. That's the real strength of this server. And like if they're spent, here's another elite. So you got all three elites in one spot right here now. They're all located in the same spot. 3 out of 4 right here. You know that. Um, and yeah, and so I'm sitting right here, by the way. I don't know how smart that is, but they distract them. It is what it is. So this is where all their strength is located. As you can tell, they're all right here. They are all in this area. That's the strength, the elites. So this is where you want to kind of clear out. Keep them occupied, keep them busy, right? Let's roll. Occupied, keep them busy. All right, all right. Look at this. All right, we got some FSX people. Get them back into our spots. Back into our location. Who's coming in here? All right. Nope. You're not going to take out my team. I just can't allow you to camp here and just hit my folks. It wouldn't be nice of me letting you do that. I also don't want to give land back that I've reclaimed. I'd like to have my team be able to port back in here instead. There you go, Stretch. There we go. Now we got some spots happening. Perfect. Good job, guys. Take this over. All right, I'm going to go in, I think. Where's our capital? They took this. All right, I'm going to go. And yeah, time to get vulnerable, I think, here. And I'm going to give, I don't want to give up the spot quite yet. I think I can do a little bit more damage. Clearing out these folks here. But we are getting closer. We got to take over this. So I'm going to go, I'm going to go try to help these folks. But first, let me see if I can, all right, so I took over this cannon. As you can see. And I got my number ones coming back. So I'm going to hold this cannon as long as I can. Because certainly help. We got 1, 2. We only got 2 cannons. That's part of the problem. And gonna need to throw some troops. Capital here. We got to tighten it up a little bit. We're like 75%. So this is we talked about this. Watched the war last time that I was giving you a stream. We watched who was it? 100 versus 79, right? And 100 got up big. And I was telling you it wasn't over yet, but there needed to be some inroads made for strategy, and we're no different right now. There needs to be some kind of take done here. Um, all right, let's see where everybody else is and what we got going for you. While this is going to take some time for folks to travel, we got Crazy Deerfly right here hitting in. We did take over the capital now. We got King right here, Brother King, Big Green Beautiful Man, Hulk. We know where their elites are. They can have their names all they want, but we see the base effects we know, and I know these two right here, they finally turned them off, which is probably smart, but still this one's left on. You could tell there's at least 3 of them here. There was one more that had base effect up here, not sure if they moved, but either way. All right, I'm there. I got one in and one coming back because we took over the capital. So now, here's the strategy, folks. Here's how it works. So you look at this and you say, man, you guys, this war is almost over. No, it is not. This war is far from over. If we could take over the capital. So when you take over the capital, it's about swinging momentum for things. You not only have to take over a capital, but you have to get a base in here to hold it. So, um, so that when an elite comes in and strikes, they can't just take it over like this, back and forth, back and forth. You need to kind of build a base so that there's a bunch of people in here, and that's really what we need to do. So right now, 80 is before this war started. I told you this was going to be a good war. I was really excited for it. And this is why, like, it's 70-20 right now. So um, this is good stuff. This is fun. Last week when I was showing you this stuff, it was boring. It was 100 to nothing. So, 80 is a strong server. We know that. Got me whole kitted, so we should be close to taking this back. Um, Man, we're running out of time. We're running out of time, folks, and we are got to take over and do some damage. Let's see what these cannons are. 1, 2 cannons taking over. This one I know we're not going to be able to get due to the elite being there. So, but we have to can't just let them have a cannon. Computer is going to be the death of me. I swear. That's where I wanted to go. Donut burrito. That's where I wanted to go, but I took my spot. I was going to take over that cannon. Took my spot, man. But I did it to myself. All right, let's get my number 1 out over here. All right, so good. We took over that cannon up there, which is important. Gonna wait. There's our wall. Throw some support over here. Main support going there. That one's just a waste. Okay, they took over that one. All right. Took it over here for the time being. see if we can swing. Got 1, 2, 3. That one's happen, right? We'll see. We'll see. Coming back. Okay. Swinging, but we're getting closer. Yeah, 83, 83.30. Not optimum position where you want to be right now, but I still say this is a long way from being over. So Hulk just went in, I believe. His head. Let's see if, what I can do here. Any kind of damage. There we go. Okay, Hulk, me, good. King's in there. Just got taken. Okay. Popped right back around. I don't know what is going on over here. Taking over this cannon I don't like. Um, yeah, trying to split up resources a little bit to try to get this back because we're getting down to 6 minutes. So crazy stuff. It's cannons. Um, over here, let's see if we could take this thing over. Nope, that's not good. People looking for our attention. Look for attention, but nobody knows who you are because you changed your name. So hard to get attention if you change your name. All right. So take this back here. Um, yeah, we are not We are not turning the tables right now, so this is not good. Not a good situation right now. I'll take over this cannon. Oh, Hulk just did that. He sees it. Yep. I'm with you, Hulk. It's running out of time. All right. All right, folks. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We are in some trouble. 71 QB over here in some trouble. Um, Not over. It's war. We don't give up yet, but we are down to we got 3 cannons, and we're gonna have to start making some headway with 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 this capital. It's all about the capital. So you see, we swung right there. Was able to do that. So good. I think we got a little too deep at this point, though. So 20, we have to really build up some momentum at this point in the capital, and let's be real, folks. We're gonna have to start taking some actual. We'll have to start taking some actual time off this clock, because continuing at this rate is not good. So everybody can see clear as day. It's like far from over. Even though you look at it and it looks dire, it's far from over. I don't know about far, and it's just, let's say that. But there's a lot still to be decided and be done in this with the strength that we have. So it's just they have it as well, and just say we're gonna start watching, folks. Manage this, baby. All right. I mean, King is an absolute monster. Like, everybody talks about this server, does not talk about King enough. Like, that dude just launches squads that are enormous into this thing. It's crazy. All right. Unfortunately, it is what it is right now. I don't think we can do any more than what we are doing. It's unfortunately now it's a time. It's a it's a time thing. So and we are waiting. There we go. That going back. We're good there. So we're gonna go here. Come on, you big ogre. Get out of the way there. Doomwalker. Walking right through the war. The game ought to have it die. I mean, at least, like, walk through a war zone. Come on, come on. Get there, get there. Come on. Do some damage. Get at it. Go. Come on. Go, go, go. Damn. Well, that sucks. Good work. Good work by 80. Um, we will regroup and come back stronger after this. I think it's all taking in. Our server is new. We have a bunch of new folks, and this is good for strategy. Good to stay humble, but it sucks. I will not be on. I do not like to lose. It's never fun. Nobody likes to lose. So it is what it is. Have a little bit of humble pie and move on, right, folks? It's all good. But damn, this is again, kind of eating up like strategy too when you think about some stuff that you want to accomplish and what you could do, what you could have done, like stuff like that starts going through your brain. And that's all. That's all you can do is learn from history and learn from situations what occurred. 100% could tell what went wrong here and what we could do better. So it's all good. Um, all fun and congrats to 80 for a war spent. And I'll show you some I know everybody wants to see war standings. Did lose, so we will show you. Good job, Dear Fly. We won that. See where we are. So we are Crazy Deer Fly, Hulk, King. No surprise, right? I mean, monsters. Good work, Black Hawk. We ended up sixth. Rose, Aka, but nothing matters. None of it matters because you lose. So cares. Let's go take a peek at and by the way, just to show you, I don't really care. Like I'll do this like it war happens and you get your rewards and stuff that you click on your boxes. Who gives a crap? Like right now I don't care. I'd rather win. But they are amazing rewards for those that participate in the reason why I do it is just to show you that participate in these things because they're amazing rewards. I will go take a look for you to see what our other war 81 through 81 against 100 just to see what the finals are, and it looks like oh sorry Yeah, it looks like 81 won that because I believe it would have been fought. It looks like it was fought on it looks like it was fought on 81. So it looks like 81 won the war. So the finals will be 80 versus 81. Um, and yeah, that's it. So nothing to take away. I'll summarize this stuff and go through from a live perspective. Um, Sorry, good guys lost. No, I'm just kidding. Like 80, nothing wrong with 80 is actually a great server, to be honest with you. So um, they did a great job. Congrats and whatever. We'll move on. We'll lick our wounds and come back. So, all right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. We're gonna sign off. QB18 out.